Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today I am excited to join you for Thursday Night Live. I'm going to be eventually live on two different platforms. Right now, I'm just doing live on YouTube and kind of seeing how everything goes because if I'm going to have a technical issue during Mercury in retrograde, it is usually on YouTube, so it's kind of a little crazy there. But we're going to be talking about like our spring equinox energy because today is our spring equinox. And then I've got my angel cards, of course. So if you have any question, make sure that you join and ask your question. Make sure it's a very clear question. It helps in that perspective. And if you give me just a second, I'm going to go live on TikTok and then we'll start talking about our spring equinox and our angel cards. Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today I am excited to be talking to you about our spring equinox. I love spring equinox energy, and we're going to be talking all about that because it has such amazing energy and kind of like this renewal and rebirth and all of those kind of amazing things. And then I've also got my angel cards. If you have an angel card question, make sure that you jump in. Hello, Miss Kathy. How are you doing? And happy spring equinox to you. I love spring equinox. It has such an amazing energy. But one of the things that I think is really interesting, of course, like today we have like that perfect blend of energy. It's equivalent, equinox of daylight and nighttime. And that's going to be kind of a great energy for us to bring this forward. Of course, it also happens in the autumn as well. But this is kind of like really this amazing power grid for us to kind of connect into this energy and kind of like it's said that when the earth goes through this transition during the equinox, it's one of those, it amps up the energy all over the world. So it's kind of like, I know a lot of people have been feeling like a little out of sorts. And sometimes it's like a power bump that you weren't quite expecting. So that can be like, oh, here we go, here we go. But one of the things is Mother Nature kind of brings in this amazing healing energy, not only for one or two people, but like the whole world. But you have to do something to kind of connect into that energy. Hi, Tay. Hi, So. How are y'all doing? If y'all have an angel card question, go ahead and ask them. I'll be answering those, but we're going to be talking a little bit first about our spring equinox. That's kind of the fun part of this energy. Spring equinox, of course, is always like the beginning, right at the beginning of Aries energy, which Aries is the first sign in our zodiac. So it's kind of like all of that amazing energy, all the renewal, kind of like almost like a new year for the zodiac signs. That's the cool part. One of the things that I will say that's kind of like comes in and kind of like replenishes our energy, especially as we move through all of this, is kind of like this reawakening of what do we want. Erica's energy is always about passion and bringing in this like fiery side, like what do you want to create or how do you want to create something. So it's kind of like asking you like what do you want to create in this, like what would you like, how would you like this to come about. So not only today, but the next couple of days, as we kind of are still in that equinox energy, it's one of those, what would you like to create? What is it that you would like to create? Thank you so much for my flowers and I think that's a diamond, a ruby. So just think about like, what are you ready to kind of start in? As we move through into kind of more our Aries energy over the next 30 days or so, we're going to have this fiery energy. Now, I just did a video on this and it'll be coming out in a couple of days about kind of like what is the best energy to kind of like bring in that energy. So kind of what is it that you want to bring in? One of the things I will say is if you feel like everybody else is moving in like fast mode and you're kind of like, I feel like I'm in slow-mo kind of mode. I'm like slow motion, kind of like I'm not catching up with everybody else or everybody else is running past me. And I'm like, wait a minute. One of the stones best for that is carnelian. Carnelian has such an amazing energy, and wearing this close to you is going to be the best, either as a necklace or a bracelet, an anklet, some type. And if you don't have any other way to get it on there, you want to put it in your pocket, like carry it in your purse, whatever it is. Like you want to be carrying carnelian with you. Now, there's some other stones as well, but I will say usually carnelian is like that fiery stone. So you want to make sure that it's really amping up your energy at this time. Kathy's saying, me too. It's one of those like, this is a time where people can feel like everybody else is moving faster, or they know what they want and they're running at it, where I know what I want, but I'm not running as fast, or they're running faster than I am. So it can kind of feel out of sorts for us. But our March equinox is a very powerful day, and we can really celebrate kind of like renewing, kind of like our New Year's. Like, what do we want to renew today? What do we want to bring in new, fresh, happening, all of that amazing energy for us? And literally, because this in 2025, our spring equinox is literally right in the middle of our eclipse portal. We just had an eclipse a couple of days ago. We're going to have another one in another on the 29th, so another 9 days or so. So we were kind of like right in the flux, right in the middle of both of these. And this is going to be bringing in some different energy. During the eclipse portal, the veil is very thin. So our spiritual energy is going to be at an all-time high. And we're going to be trying to balance like our magical side and our normal human side. And that can be a little bit different for us, because usually we kind of stay on the normal human side. Like, I need to deal with life. I need to go to work. I need to take care of the kids and the husband and the wife and all that kind of stuff. And we kind of ignore our spiritual side. So this is a great time to kind of find a great balance that we're going to hopefully going to have for quite a while. This is a great time to add some short meditations, not long meditations, but a meditation to kind of like close down the human side for a little bit and allow that spiritual side to soar during this time frame of like, yes, I want to balance this out. Thank you so much, because Beck. I'm just going to call you Beck. Because this is a great time of year to enjoy this energy. And I guarantee you, some of us during this time are going to feel like the winds of change are kind of like pushing us down or overcompensating with us. It's like, wait a minute, I wasn't quite ready for all of this change right away. Just know that you have been wanting these changes because I said so. Oh, I love it. I love that, because I said so. Because I said so. Do you have any questions for me? Because I said so. I love that. I love that. Mimi's on. Is it good to let people good? Is it good? I do think it's a really good time to kind of like show people who you are. And kind of bring in this amazing side. One of the things I will say is the power of the energy today is all about refreshing and renewing the energy. And if you are ready to refresh and reframe this energy, this is going to be a good one for you, Mamie. This is all about bringing in soulmate energy for you. You don't like when bad people prosper, so just know that that's kind of like in your energy as well. So just know that. Let's see. Tinsley says, will Zay and I end up together in the future? I get a no, and I kind of feel like you are almost like pushing Zay energy into realms that he or she is not comfortable with. I'm just saying, like, this is the card I get for you. This is for Tinsley. And it's one of those, like, I feel like this relationship should be a friendship relationship. That's what the card says. But it's one of those, like, y'all have tried to push it into the boyfriend, girlfriend, kind of dating each other. And that's not a great energy for you. Let's see. Jenny Bug. Hold on a second. Let me answer Kathy, who is on YouTube. Kathy, one of the things I love about a card for you is you have an amazing energy. And this is the card that is calling out your name right here. And this is all about being divinely guided. You are divinely guided to my Thursday Night Live, which, yay, I love that. But I will also say that you're divinely guided to make some changes. So what are the changes you are ready to make in your life? What, not like the ones that you're going like, oh no, I'm not ready for that. Not those. What are the changes that you're like, this is going to be my next step. This is where I'm going to go next. This is what I want to do next. That is the energies and the changes that you should be making right now. So if it's too scary, just know that, like, that's the future that will be coming in. That's not right now. So just know that you are ready to make some divine changes. Okay. Jenny is asking an angel card. Okay. Angel card for Jenny Bug is all about romance, and I feel like there's several romantic people that are interested, or people that you're interested in this romantic side. And it doesn't always mean like love and marriage and all that kind of stuff. It just means that there's some new energy in there as well. So just know, because I said so. You can ask me anything you want. I will say, kind of, that's the cool part of the questions. You can ask almost anything. So I'm on your way. Kathy's like, yes, yes, you are on your way. Your abilities. Like I said, make sure that you meditate today. And I would literally start with just a few deep breaths a couple of times. If you have not been meditating, that is going to bring this up as well. But because I said so, you can ask any question. What's my job detail going to be? Are you talking about your life purpose? Because you're going to have to answer that question. Like, are you asking, like, I need a clear question to connect into? Okay, Bobby, I'm trying to answer your question. Does Nay Gutierrez have romantic feelings for Justin? I feel like there are some romantic energies coming in, but I will say they're not flourishing at the same time. So that maybe like one person is interested, and then the next person is interested, but it's not happening at the same time. So that may be a relationship that doesn't quite get all the way through there. So just know that that's part of it. Ashley's asking, will her daughter move back in? I kind of get a no in this, and I kind of feel like your daughter is ready to make some changes and some upgrades. If she comes back, I feel like it's just going to be a transition for just a short period of time, so maybe a few weeks to a month, but then she's off again on her own. And I really do think that she's ready to kind of let her wings expand. That is going to be maybe an amazing one. Rada is asking, will my house sell in April? No, I kind of get beginning of May. That's the best way to put it. It may get a contract in April. It may go through all the other stuff, but maybe not go to the closing table until beginning of May. Jay is asking, how does my love look for the next 3 months? Okay, so hold on. So, Jay, your love for the next 3 months is self-acceptance. And I know that sounds like a strange card for what you're asking for. So what I get with this is there is a lot of self-acceptance. If you're looking for love in the next 3 months or so, the love is coming to you, but you have to give it to yourself first. It's one of those, so many times people want to get in these relationships. Thank you so much for my flowers, my roses. But self-acceptance, if you want to find love, you have got to be able to love yourself before you can love someone else. Otherwise, you're going to get in a relationship that's lopsided. That is not going to work out well. Does will she say anything soon? I'm back to Bobby again. I kind of feel like she wants to say something, but she's afraid of it, and that's where she's not stepping into her own power. Like, Nay wants a relationship, but like she's not willing to kind of let Justin know that she's interested or whatever else. And that's up to her. It's one of those, like, if you're not willing to like ask for that yourself, if you're not willing to ask for that energy yourself and kind of like, I want this kind of relationship, or are you interested, or hey, let's sit down and talk for a minute, like opening the conversation doesn't mean you need to go ask them out or whatever else, but that does help a lot. Amy, I think that is Amy from Arizona. Is asking, does my grandmother visit me? And I get a definite yes. This is the card. This is grandma's message to you. Power. You have way more power than you think you do. And she loves to visit your energy because you have such a powerful energy. And she does like to move things. Where's the little thin table? Like a not a TV table. It's smaller than that, like a buffet table or something like that. Like, it's small. It's not very deep. And it's kind of against a wall. She likes to move things on that table. Definitely loves touching things. because I said so is asking, kind of, and I don't remember all of your question because I said so is kind of like, let's see what the angels, because I'm not getting a clear question because you almost have to always restate it. I don't remember. I know people ask me that all the time, like, don't you remember what I asked? I never remember questions. It's not for me, it's for you. What I get, Elf, is ideas and inspirations. And I will say, because I said so, is if you're asking questions about your job, like whatever your true question is, like, I want to know this about my job, your ideas and inspirations are right on. So just know that you are right on in knowing that this is going to make some changes for you. I don't necessarily feel like your job is related to your life purpose. So that may be some point that you will be making some changes and upgrades. Vanessa is asking, is she going to lose her job this year? I get a no, Vanessa. Vanessa. But there may be some changes in your job, and that may be changing to some different energies as well. Thank you, Rada. That is amazing. So, saddest alien. I feel like you are the saddest alien. Um, what is love to you? To me, love is something that is going to last a long period of time. It's not lust or anything else. It's something that's going to last a very long period of time. And the more that you keep pushing love at yourself, the more you are going to find things to fall in love with. And that is the amazing part of being on planet Earth. Whatever you push forward in your thoughts, ideas, things that just come out when you or when someone's talking to you. If you're always talking about like love never finds me, that's what you're going to get. If you start kind of responding of like I love this and I love that, other things that love you will kind of come along. Um, Jacob is asking, will I continue to be a success in sales? You will, Jacob, but one of the things I will say is that they're showing me is that you're going to have to go back and either read a book or do a webinar to kind of refresh what you're doing. Because, like, what you're doing is working and it's working well for you. But I do feel like there's some other avenues that you could be considering in this area. So I wouldn't just go into like, oh, first webinar that shows up, but there are some webinars that would be very powerful for you. And I think maybe you choose some new ideas or inspirations and new communication because I burped. It's one of those. So it's like opening up new ways of communication and getting your point across when you're in sales because sales is really important about communication. Rhonda is asking, will my son find love again? Of course, we are like literally by design, we are meant to fall in love. And that is just one of the amazing things that we are meant to fall in love. We are meant to find people that have like energies with us and have different ideas. And so your son will fall in love again. It may take a little bit because I think this last relationship was really harsh. And there was like a lot of layering of lies or things that are untrue being said. Okay. So because I said so is back again. Does Mimo want me to tell me anything? Momo. Sorry. Momo. I thought it was Nemo. Sorry. Okay. I feel like there is a message from Momo, but I also feel like Momo is not really giving me the message, but they're showing me like the message light blinking. So I'm not getting the direct um, um, answer in that perspective. I know that sounds strange, but I'm not getting like what the message is, just that the message is out there. And that may mean that you, because I said so, you have your own, or no, where are we at? Yeah, because I said so has like your own abilities. And so they may be wanting to gift that message to you directly. Any love in the future for me, and that is for Gail. I do feel like there's love in the future, but I also feel like Gail that you just got out of a relationship. So I kind of feel like there's like you haven't really healed from the last relationship, and so there may be some new things that you've got to kind of clear out or think through. The card I get for you, Amy, is I'm sorry, Gail. Your Annie is messing with my brain a little bit. So this is all about studying. This is all about like not necessarily studying what went wrong in the relationship, but studying about what do you want to bring into your next relationship? How much do you require healing? A lot of times, like people go from one relationship and they jump right into the next one, and that can be overwhelming in that energy. That can just be super overwhelming. And literally, that kind of goes back to our Virgo blood moon eclipse, because that was all about releasing and letting go of things that don't work. So make sure that as you let them go, you're kind of like, this is my part of the relationship, this is their part of the relationship, and this gets an amazing energy going for you, and kind of like looking at things a little bit easier. um, Carrie is asking, let's see. Carrie's asking, will my husband and I get the house? There is a possibility, but I also feel like the energy of the house isn't truly balanced with your energy. So that may be pushing it away. So one of the things I will say is, if you get a chance to go back in the house, make sure that you are balancing the energy with yourself. You have a very strong energy, Carrie, and that could bring that in. Okay. Uh, Jacob is asking, does my papa visit me? Yes. Where's the cowboy hat? Is that Grandpa? Did he wear a cowboy hat? Or it looks like a cowboy hat coming in, kind of that energy with it. Terry Lynn is asking, I had a job interview last Thursday. Did I get the job? I get a no. And I feel like because the job that you are like applying for is not in balance with your energy, there's a better job out there for you. So always ask, when you're asking for something, always say, I want this or something better. I want this amount of money or more. I want this job or something better. That is going to be bringing that in a lot for you. Rhonda, let's see, why do I keep finding dimes? Because your angels and guides love sending us money in that perspective. So I think it's always kind of funny. And probably at some point you were finding a lot of pennies or nickels, and you told them like, hey, I want some bigger money. So they decided to send you some dimes. I was that way. My dad used to send me pennies all the time. And I would be like, pennies, like now I have like 50 million pennies. And so I was kind of like, send me a quarters like that. So the next few coins I found were quarters. So that was kind of like cool, super cool. Let's see. Because, okay. Man, y'all added a lot of questions in there, but y'all are sending me the same questions. Chick is asking, will my surgery go well tomorrow? One of the things I have found that with surgery, I'm going to pull you a card, Chick, as well. Yeah, Kathy's saying she always finds dimes and pennies. It's kind of the cool part about it. So for Chick, I kind of get this as the card, and this is all about celebration. So that means to me that the surgery will go well tomorrow. One of the things too is like when you go into surgery, and you just using the word surgery means that you may be put under anesthesia, or some part of your body may be under anesthesia for a period of time. Make sure that you get your energy balanced. A lot of times I will ask them for a 2-minute countdown when I go into surgery. And that gives me a chance to be in a meditative state. So when my body's more relaxed, my body's not fighting the surgeon, it's not fighting what they're trying to do. That makes things much easier and much more pliable in my body. Because a lot of times when we wake up, we have a lot of tension in our body. It's because we went to sleep, kind of like we went to sleep tight and tense, and then we woke up tight and tense. And that can mean like that surgeon has to really fight that energy. Hi, Miss Sandra. Jenna is asking, will my boyfriend find a job soon? He's kind of looking, but not really looking, Jenna. So just know that he's not really, really, really looking as hard as he could be. But I also feel like he's just frustrated right now. Like I, kind of feel with his energy, like I've put in applications, or I've tried to find something, or I've tried to connect with this energy, and it's just not coming through the way he wants it to be, or he's not finding the right job for what he really wants in his life. So that is an amazing one. Y'all send me some more flowers. I want more flowers. I want more flowers. I want more. Kristen is asking, will I find love this year? I do think you'll find love this year. I'm talking too fast. One of the things I will say is, where's your angel card? This one is your angel card. Okay. Your angel card is support. Now, one of the things is when you're looking for something or trying to get something, call in your angels. So look at my card with all those angels around. So make sure that you call in your angels and guides to find that right person. Because Kristen, I also feel like you've had some, like almost like your picker's broken. Like some of the people you've picked to be in relationships with are not in balance with yours. There's a lot of grief in their system, or a lot of grief with old relationships. You got to clear all of that out before you're ready to. I got a lightning bolt. I got a lightning bolt. So much fun. So know that there is an amazing energy with you of finding that right energy, and don't settle for energy. Let's try it. Ooh, awesome. Josie, Jossie, does Nat have feelings for me? I feel like he does, but I also feel like he's not completely aware of it. There's something else in his mind or something else that's coming up for him that he is not. But I guarantee you there are some miracles in your love life coming in, even if it's not with Nat. Just know that that there are some miracles coming in your love life that are coming in to change. Um, um, Mag is asking, will I get my papers? Um, these look like government forms to me, so it kind of feels like there's like a government paperwork, and they're full size, so they're not like a passport or something like that. I do feel like you will get them, but I also feel like there's some errors on that, so I don't know if you've already gone through the process of revising those errors, or they're going to come back with that first, but there is a revision in that energy. Crystal is asking, will I find true love soon? You will. Stop settling. Stop settling for love that's beneath you. I guess that's the best way to put it. Baby girl, you are literally settling for relationships that are beneath you and their energy. I often tell people, like, if your energy is up here and you find someone down here, it's one of those, you're going to end up pushing your energy, or they're going to pull your energy down. And that's not a good way to be. So make sure that they're in alignment with you. Terry Lane, you're very welcome. I got glitter from Baby Girl. Thank you. Katie is asking, is Dan interested in me romantically? I feel like he does at times, but he's not sure. He may have two conflicts, like he likes two people at the same time, and he's not sure where he wants to go with this. I already answered that one. Baby girl, or Crystal's asking if should I leave Randy alone, and I would say yes. Definitely don't mess with that anymore. It's kind of like, and they're showing me like snake energy with him, so he is not what he claims to be, or there's some type of hidden or secretive energy around Randy. Okay, let's see. Rhonda's asking, will I get my own place? I do feel like you may get your own place. I really do feel like that is coming in. Use a 6 full 1. My brother passed away, and the morning of his funeral, we received a call that my sister passed away. Wow, that is crazy. That is a lot of overwhelming energy. 641, I guarantee you it is. Just know that there's a lot of amazing energy coming in, and they are sending you blessings for this, but I think they were kind of literally promised or slated, or how you want to do it, with their soul contracts, supposed to leave close to the same time frame. Let's see. Leah is asking, will I get a boyfriend this year? I almost feel like it could be maybe not a boyfriend, but almost going into a fiance at times. So it's one of those, I feel like someone finding you and kind of like ready to commit right away, like literally ready to find that energy. So I'm going to pull this card for you, Leah. New love is the card I pulled. That's for you, Leah. This is all about new love coming in. So this means someone brand new that you have not been in a relationship before. And I feel like it's going to come in like heavy and fast. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Yeah, it's going to be really that cool. Sandra is asking, will her desk sell for the listed price? And I do feel like it will sell close to listed price. It may take a little bit longer, another week or so, but I do feel like it will do that. Um, okay, where am I at? Rhonda's asking, will I leave and get my own place? I get a no. I feel like you're going to stay put and someone else may be leaving or may making some changes. I know. Um, Joni is asking, will my marriage get better? I get a no, and I feel like you may be committed to making the marriage better, or they're committed to making the marriage better, but both y'all are not committed at the same time. So it's like they're coming in here and you're coming in here, and it's like y'all are like not connecting at the same time at all. So that's the sad part, is like if the communication got better or y'all communicated differently than you have been, that could be something different. But right now, the energy is no, but just know that that's part of it. Thank you. She says, I love your shirt. I got this one in Belize. It's one of my favorite countries. I love my shirt. I love the embroidery on it. It's kind of cute. And because it's spring equinox, it was just the right shirt to wear today. That was the kind of the amazing energy for us. Let's see, keep going. Chelly is asking, how will 2025 go for them? I need some more roses too. I need some more roses. I like roses. I like hearts too. I love them. I love them. What will 2025 have in store for Cell Girl? New beginnings. So, and literally today is basically our kind of our zodiac new year, with our spring equinox moving into Aries, which is our first sign of our zodiac. So it's like, what is it new that you want to bring in? And the world is your oyster. It's like they're like, what do you want to bring in? I guarantee you that kind of the subset of that is when you bring in something amazing and strong and new. One of the things that you're going to have to do is upgrade your communication. You're going to have to upgrade. The next question is, will Cynthia is asking, is Dustin worth fighting for? No, no. I sorry. Amy is asking, will Robbie and I guess I reconcile get a no? Not a good energy. Lauren is asking, hi, will I get cut from my federal job? I get a no, but I do feel like your federal job will change, maybe changing in description or how you do things, but I don't feel like it will be a wide stretch. As far as I get right now, I get a no. Okay, that doesn't. Okay. P is asking, will my daughter Mel get married this year? No, it won't be until late 2026 or early 2027. Coming in, there may be some things that come up in that area. Let's see. Cindy is asking, I'm getting ready to have a big conversation with my boss. Will I keep my job? I feel like you will, but I will kind of tell you that you really have to wait for the right time, like that divine timing, that perfect boom come in. And kind of reading your boss's energy can help with that a lot, of like, when is a good time? When is a good time to bring this up? And I don't mean you need to wait weeks and weeks. It may be maybe this morning is better, or maybe tomorrow afternoon or something like that. So over the next couple of days, there's going to be a time that's going to have a better energy for you to connect with him and make sure that you get your point across. I saw your question earlier, but I'm not really. I need a whole full question, I guess is the best way to put it. It's like your questions are like partial questions. I need a full question. Otherwise it doesn't come through. I know it sounds weird, but I need a question to be triggered on. I know. I know. Jennifer is asking, will I travel abroad? I do feel like most people talk about traveling abroad as meaning they're going across the broad oceans. I kind of feel like maybe Asia or Europe, maybe in the cards for you. Kind of feeling like more Europe, kind of Germany area, maybe even in Italy. And it could be southern France as well. Kind of that general areas where I feel a pull for you. Alfred I have a question. I have tons of questions. Alfred, ask your question. Full, complete question. Go for it. So, thank you, Becky. I love my shirt too. I was telling someone else it came from Belize as one of my favorites. I love it. Jennifer is asking, are Mike and I pregnant and not know it yet? I get a no on the pregnancy. Pregnancy can be hard to kind of distinguish one way or the other because, like, if you're just pregnant, it's like a little bit bitty. So it's one of those. I do feel like you will be pregnant before the end of 2025. So know that is in the cards for you to kind of take over that energy. But Cheyenne, will Ashley and I start over? Will you start over? No, because the past will keep coming up. So there's always like that instance of like, yes, you want to start over and start fresh and new. But I kind of feel like that is going to be always like the past is always going to be brought up. Well, you did this in the past. You did that in the past. Is there a time frame? Probably June or July. But like I said, it may be kind of bringing up some old stuff as Frank. Go. There may be some instances of old stuff, past stuff that should have been gone by now over. Thank you, Jennifer. Wanda, you need to make a whole sentence, girl. You drive me a little crazy here. I'm already crazy, so don't invite more crazy in my life. I need a full, complete sentence with everything on the same line. Okay, I already answered that one. Is George and Amanda going to have a baby this year? Yes, but I feel like, okay, I'm going to take that back, P. I'm going to take that back because I don't feel like the baby is coming in 2025. The baby's coming early 2026. So that means that they're going to be getting pregnant in the next probably like 2 to 3 months is where I feel like that's kind of slated for them. And that energy, I would be very cautious. There could be an imminent of having a miscarriage or something like that. So I'd be very cautious with that pregnancy. Katie is asking, let's see, does Dan have feelings for you? Yes, not all of the feelings are good, but there is a lot of feelings in there as well. So Tina is asking, Tina, will Nisi and Marcus get pregnant this year? Why does everybody want to get pregnant this year? I do feel like they're getting pregnant, but probably not until later on this year. I kind of get September, October timeframe, getting pregnant, having the baby sometime next year. That is where I'm getting with that one. Jennifer, do you have a time frame when me and Mike will continue? Did I already ask? Probably closer to June. It may be late May, early June timeframe coming in. Thank you for following me. That's one of the great things. I literally on TikTok, on almost every one of my platforms, I post a new video at least every other day, if not every day. That's kind of my pattern of it. But right now, I literally have a video launching between now and the 2nd of April every day, talking about like planetary alignments, energy that's coming up, and kind of like connecting to that energy over and over again. We are kind of thinking about like doing some different things. I was talking to someone a while back, and we were talking about doing live reading. So that will be kind of fun. I will be with one person live, and we'll get to connect to their energy, and they'll get to ask me several questions. We'll have a small charge for that. So that'll be kind of like a cool, like, yes, let's bring that amazing energy in. and bringing in some kind of like much needed, kind of like you'll get to ask several questions. So that'll be kind of a cool one. And that will be all on live. So that's one of the things that we're kind of thinking about for that sort of thing. So make sure that you like the video, make sure you're sending me. I love the roses, love the diamonds. I love all of that. One of the things I also love is um, when like when you follow me. It's one of those, I love being followed. I love all that kind of amazing energy. I will be doing a special video just for YouTube, because YouTube just hit a new subscriber number with some zeros on the end. So I'm like, yes, I'm excited about that. And then when I hit that on TikTok, I will probably be doing a 2-hour live. That will be a really fun evening. I will have to have more people in the house to help me with that. And then it's one of those, one of the things I love talking about more than anything else is your psychic abilities. Everybody, I believe, has psychic abilities. So that is an amazing energy for us to connect into. Amy, does Travis see a future with me? He does at times, but he doesn't see a future for himself. So that's kind of the issue that you're coming up with. P, you're very welcome. Amy, well, my husband is asking, will my husband find a new job as soon? He is not happy. His name is Stephen. So my question back to you, Amy, is I feel like there's two jobs coming at him at the same time. So he may be doing like two different jobs at the same time, and then kind of redefining himself and kind of like going into where he wants to be in that new position or that new job. So just know that he is coming in some amazing energy and some amazing new insights for you. I thank you so much. I got a couple of stars. I love my stars. I got my beautiful red bears on there. I thank y'all so much. Um, uh, Mama K is asking, well, is my husband being secretive? Yes, he's being secretive. I do feel like there's a surprise at the end of this. I'm going to pull a card because it's one of those. Let's see where I go with this. I kind of feel like there's a reason why, and it could be emerging. There's something that's coming out or coming up. So there may be like a birthday or anniversary as well. But I do feel like he's being secretive. There's a surprise in there, and I'm not sure what the surprise is. I'm not getting like what the surprise is. I'm just getting that there's something coming or changing with that. Okay. Martha's is asking, will everything be okay with your job? No, I would say, Martha, start looking for a new one. This one is making some bad choices with money. So money is kind of starting leaving the job. And so therefore that may be kind of some of the issues or things that you're like hearing or feeling. Everything is not okay with the job. Not necessarily you okay with the job, but the job itself is having issues. Melissa is asking, will me and Nielsen get back together? There is a possibility with that. I do feel like y'all end up having a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of energy that neither one of y'all are dealing with correctly. Like when there's a misunderstanding, y'all get your feelings hurt, and it kind of just adds to it. Lupe is asking, will I get my inheritance soon? New. So if because I'm assuming like in a couple of weeks is kind of soon. I kind of feel like 6 to 8 weeks, and that could also turn into 6 to 8 months. Just know that is coming in. Amy's asking, about me? Do you see me getting a new job in April? No, probably not until June. A new job opens up for you. Hi, Jay. Me and Kayshawn have children together? There is a possibility. There is some type of a disability, or there's some type of issue with getting pregnant or carrying the baby to full term. So just know that there's an issue there. There's the same question like 3 or 4 times. Okay, hold on. Cynthia's asking, will Terry and I get back together? No. We're bringing this to a close, guys. Champa's, will I get married this year? Is he really love me? I need his first name, Champa, to be able to kind of mix that energy together. I know it sounds odd, but I need a first name for each of you. That just makes it easier to kind of mix the energies and see how it goes. Does Troy think about you a lot? Miss Tina, that's the way it goes. Oh my gosh, we are like way over. I try to keep it down to 30 minutes because I still have to go to sleep tonight. I know. And y'all's energy just like amps me up and up and up and up. And then I try to like settle down to go to sleep. Does anybody have any other questions? Anything else I can answer really quickly? I know, Champa, you did not get your question answered because I need his first name. I don't need to, it makes it a little bit easier. Seeing if that comes in now. Wanda, I am so sorry. I was not able to kind of get that that energy with you. I will be back on. I don't know why you're filtered, Rhonda. Why I'm not getting anything. Thank you, P. Thank you. Okay, Rhonda is. Champa is saying, "Will I get married this year?" Is he really? I I feel like he is deeply in love with you, Champa, but I do feel like there are some issues or some problems, and I feel like they're family related in that perspective. Um, Good night, P. Thank you. Michelle's asking, um, will I meet my future husband on my upcoming trip to Florida? No. I don't feel like you're going to be meeting them. You may meet some people that know him, but I kind of feel like that's the way it goes. Kathy on YouTube is saying, thank you so much. Thank you, Kathy, for hanging out with me. I love it. Should be a great weekend for the beach. It should. I have got clients backed up back to back on Saturday. And then my family wants me to do things with them. Like, oh my gosh, like I saw you just yesterday. Just joking. I love my family. They can be crazy fun. They can be crazy fun. Thank you, Champa. Julianne, Anna, will Mark and I reconcile this weekend? No, this is not a good weekend for reconciling. I know. It's kind of strange. I love it. I thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I know that we'll be talking again soon. I should be back with y'all in 2 weeks. But you can always follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I'm all over the place. So make sure that you connect with me in some way. Make sure you subscribe so you know when I'm going live. I thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Y'all have an amazing week. Talk to you soon.